Welcome to Rich Girl Style Academy with Ashley Aaliyah. Here we discuss fashion and my personal style tips. Okay, on today's episode of Rich Girl Style Academy, I'm going to give you guys my style prediction for this year. I usually do this on Instagram and it's usually like in a subtle way, but I'm going to start taking it more serious now. I foresee that the Moto biker gloves, both fingerless and the full finger glove, is going to be the next thing in fashion that you see the girls trying to do. With Mariah the Scientist, Burning Blue video, and the Damson Idris look on the Met Gala red carpet, I think it's safe to say that we will be seeing it soon. Funny enough, I am a year-round gloves person. I usually traditionally do like the leather opera gloves, but I have been wanting to do the biker moto gloves for a minute now. The style boards I created were actually done way before the Burning Blue video or the Met Gala. So I already seen it coming. So today I'm going to show you guys how to style the biker moto gloves if you guys want to get ahead of the trend and get these looks out here. Yeah, so prove that I am the fashion Miss Cleo. This is actually a designer board that I did a couple months ago. So I have the Natasha Zinko, the Incredible Bunny Cotton Midi dress. This one is $1,469. I thought this dress was so cute. And again, just because it's designer doesn't mean that you can't find a lower end version of it. But I thought this was so cute because I love the distress look at the bottom, but I thought this was a genius way to kind of... You know how people wear those, what do they call them? Like the t-shirts with like the characters and stuff. It's missing me now. But I thought this was like a fun way to do like that comic thing, but on a dress and make it high fashion. Now for the shoes, I went with the Gianvito Rossi Faline 105 cutout mesh trim suede sandals for $14.95. Y'all don't kill me if I butchered that name. I thought these were cute because it kind of gave that boot type of feel without it actually being a boot and it still being like summer-esque and having like the toes out, and it still gave enough drama without overpowering the look. Now, I like Rick Owens, but I don't traditionally like using Rick Owens on style boards because I think it's oversaturated in the industry right now. So you won't really see Rick Owens that often on my style boards, not because I don't think the pieces are stylish, just because I be wanting people to branch out to other designers. However, the Rick Owens Black Hollywood Shield sunglasses for $755 were perfect with this look. Okay, wait, y'all, here go another gem. Red sunglasses, but like the red lens is going to be hot this summer. I know you guys seen me wear them. I've been wearing these since, not this style, but the red lenses probably since either 2020 or 2021 or 2019, one of those, somewhere in that bracket. But they are finally having their moment again, and you will see them everywhere this summer. Now, let's get into the Valentino V-Logo signature Napa fingerless gloves for $890. Now, y'all don't have to spend this much on y'all moto gloves. You can find affordable pairs, but I'm telling y'all, this is going to be what's hot this summer going into the fall and the winter. Mark my word. Next is the Alaya orange one-piece demi loom bag. Yo, I can't really see it, but I'm trying to... No, I think I said that right. $1,290. That's how much that is. And or $1,290. I can see that part. But I thought this bag was perfect because I loved how it was like netted and transparent, similar to the shoe. And I felt like it tied in the red from the frames and a little bit of red that's in the dress, because I wanted red to be like a little pop in the outfit, but I didn't want it to overpower the look. Now, this look can be worn with like a lot of different body types too. Like, again, you guys can mimic the silhouettes and find this look in, cheaper options. But I felt like this was such a hot way to wear some biker gloves that's like not that traditional, let me put on a leather coat and these leather pants and these leather boots and like, do it a little different, fashionable. So this is one option. I have two more for you guys. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, this look is one of my favorites. Okay, so D squared 2 corset denim dress for $18.30. I love this dress because I love a denim moment, and I thought this was such a cool way to do a denim dress. Plus, this was like, I told you I've been to this board, but I feel like this brand is kind of having a moment right now. So I thought this was like a good way to show a designer label that was trending, but style it in a way that wasn't so trendy, if that makes sense. So I paired it with the Balenciaga Biker 90mm over-the-knee boots that are $8,700. Now, we've seen these boots everywhere, but I feel like they're always styled the same. I feel like I don't know, everybody pairs them with like a bodysuit or a jumpsuit or something like that, and it's just like, I don't know. I wanted to see these type of boots styled differently. So then I paired that. Oh, I love Chloe frames. These are the Chloe Ollie sunglasses for $403. I think if you are a designer girly, like, and you have the coin, I think that Chloe frames are a staple and an essential item in any woman's wardrobe. I feel that same way about Tom Ford suits and Tom Ford colognes for men. I think every man who has the coin for it, of course, should own a Tom Ford suit, and every man should own a Tom Ford fragrance. I feel like some things are just like go together like peanut butter and jelly. I just love that. But I thought these frames were perfect with this look because I feel like the frames gave a nod to like the early 2000s. So it gave the look almost a nostalgic feel and just like a baddie feel to it as well, where it didn't feel so like forced and like on trend. Now, I paired it with the Seymour fingerless leather driver gloves, which were $155.40. I want a pair of red moto gloves so bad. I've been asking my friend for like the last 2 years who has a boutique, can she get some? I want some so bad. But I felt like, again, red is my favorite color. So you'll see that with certain looks, whenever I can, I will try to work red in there somewhere. And it's going to sound so funny, but if you see the little tag like in the front of the dress, it's a little bit of a hint of red there. And that was enough for me to say, oh, let's throw these gloves in there. And I just thought this was such a cool way to incorporate biker gloves again with the dress and not in the traditional way, especially because the boots are leather and then you have like the leather all throughout the denim dress. I thought this was super cool and just it made it stand out and made it a little bit edgy because I felt like if I would did the black biker gloves, that would just been so obvious. So I wanted to do something different. Now, I did pair it with the Balenciaga bag, the Balenciaga shoulder bag as well. We've seen this around. Again, I usually kind of stray from the traditional, trendy type of pieces. But with this look, I felt like the boot in the bag was very fitting. And especially using this as an opportunity to show people how you can purchase items that are trending that everyone may have, but you doesn't necessarily mean you always have to wear it the same way. And I felt like this was a refreshing way to wear these pieces. But I love this look. This look is one of my favorite ways to wear the biker gloves because Chloe sunglasses with a pair of biker gloves, chef's kiss. Now, y'all know I had to throw an affordable baddie look in here too. All right, so this is one of my older style boards, but this one is, like I said, affordable and more accessible. But again, you can swap the pieces out to fit whatever your body type may be or price point and things like that. So I have the Shein Icon form-fitting PU hang decor super low waist mini skirt. Y'all, I'm going to be very honest with this look. I'm not naming all these names. I'm going to do like the quick one, because when it comes to like the Shein Amazons, they be having like all these unnecessary parts. So, and it's just like, girl, just call it a skirt. Either way, I love this skirt. Again, y'all know I love red. I was like, ooh, this is fire. This is hot. Because that leather moto look is trending, I thought it was very refreshing to see a skirt that was so stylish, but also very affordable. So I was like, oh, I got to do something with that. And so I paired it with the Shein Cool Lane motorcycle style tank top. See, like, I'm not reading all the rest of that, which was $4.31. I love a cute little cropped, cut down the little middle to show the cleavage little top. This is one of my guilty pleasures. Now, when I was in my early 20s and the stomach was a little flatter, I would go for this type of style. But now I may do one that has like a little bit more shirt to it. Or if I do crop, then I will wear something that's high waist. But I thought this was really cute, because again, the whole motorcycle thing, playing off the whole moto look and doing it like in a different way. Now, here go the gloves. The cider stud faux leather fingerless for $9. So that's what I said. The gloves are accessible to you as well at your price point. I thought these were really cute. So the way I did the red with the previous look, because I didn't want it to be too obvious because of all of the black leather, is the same sentiment behind this look. I did the black ones because I didn't want to be too cliche by doing red leather ones, because you already see the red leather in the skirt and the boot. But I made sure I had the loose studs, and I made sure they were fingerless. And the studs are important because it matches the silver buckling and circles on both the skirt and the shoes. Now, for the sunglasses, they are from Amazon. They are $16.99. Remember, I told y'all, pick up these gems I'm putting down. Red lenses are going to be the frame of choice this summer. Order them. I'm telling y'all, order y'all some. I have some on my website, www.richbitchcollection.com. But I also understand that everybody's face is not suited for a bigger frame like my De Niro sunglasses are. So you could do something that is a smaller frame and lens like this one and still be a part of the trend. But I did these because I thought, again, I was having a red moment. I thought these would be so fire with a look like this. Like, this look reminds me of like a 2000s Megan Good. That's what it gives me. And so to bring it home, we have the Only Maker multi-buckle strap thigh high pointed toe stiletto boots, which are $79.99. Now, y'all know I had to pair these boots because with the skirt, it was just too perfect. It was right there. I was like, because it's very rare you find accessories and shoes and clothing items that align like this. Now, of course, I understand depending on how successful you are with walking in heels, depending on like how big your calf is, you may have to adjust the boot style. But let's just say this is just like the groundwork of just like the idea of what you could work with and how to potentially style this type of look. I felt like this was just such a badass look where it's like it's giving that motorcycle vibe and it's giving sexy and it's giving like, fashion trend forward, but it was done in such a non-traditional way from what we are used to seeing. And y'all, this look total was only $126.76. I know I didn't say the outfit totals for all the looks because they was designer and ain't no way in hell somebody paying that much unless we was famous out here with a real heavy coin. But again, it's accessible. These styles I did with the biker gloves and the red frames are looks that is accessible to anyone depending on your price point. And again, you can use your imagination and use this as just like a stepping stone to really branch out on how to style your own looks personally. So that concludes this episode of Rich Girl Style Academy. I gave y'all a bonus episode, y'all, because I still have another episode where I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to do the part 1 and part 2 like you guys are used to. But this was just like a little bonus because I didn't produce as much content this week due to personal reasons, personal issues I had going on. So I wanted to give you guys a little something. And I know you guys enjoy this these type of videos. So this is my gift to you. Okay, I will see you guys next episode. Follow me on LTK to shop all of my style boards. Make sure you follow me on social media, Instagram and TikTok at Ashley2_. Aaliyah, and you also can shop my Shop My account as well. To book me for styling services, you can visit my website, www.ashleyaaliyah.com. To shop my boutique, you can visit www.richbitchcollection.com. If you are in Philadelphia, Delaware, the counties around Philadelphia, or New Jersey area, you can book me for makeup services at www.sincerelyashleyb.com, and you also can shop my cosmetic line. Thank you for watching my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and check out my playlist to binge watch my videos.